So we're going to talk about inheritance in this video. Then we'll give an example that will explain it very well for you. In most programming interviews, this is the question I've noticed many employers ask. They will just throw it at you. What is inheritance? And what do you understand by inheritance? Alright, so I want you to get it once and for all in this video. So inheritance is when a class is defined by inheriting existing function of a parent class. You understand? Here, a child class will inherit all of few member functions and variables of a parent class. So we'll see it in action so you understand this definition. I know programmers don't deal with definitions like this. We like practical, so let's go see it. Alright, so we're going to clean all these up. So finally we just have this. So I want to reset this. Okay, we have books, and let us create another class novels extends books. So this is how this keyword extends is what you use to show that a child class is inheriting the properties of a parent class. So this class now, we want to write another class. What it simply means is that we want to write another class, but we want to also carry everything that we already have here along. You understand? It's just like you want to build a multi-story block. You built a bungalow, a duplex, okay, bungalow, and at the end of the day, you want to add an extra floor on top. You understand? So the floor on top, the next floor you're adding is the child floor. You understand? It will have all the properties of the first floor plus extra. So we want to write a novels class, but we're trying to get all the properties of what we already have on books. All right. So to have a novels class, we can just start declaring variables. Remember here we used var to declare this price. So I'm going to try and once you use var, it's kind of saying public by default. So I'm going to use I can use var, but I just want to use public. It's the same thing. Alright, public publisher. Then we can just do public function set publisher. Function will take a variable new publisher or whatever you call your variable, and then we're going to say this publisher, that is, we're making reference to this guy, is equal to whatever we set here. So this sorts it, and then the next one will be to get publisher. So when we want to get publisher, we're just going to make reference to echo publisher, and of course, as usual, I will try and add the line break so that it will print clearly. Alright, we're good. I'm going to put a dot here. So I've defined this class. Really? Okay, yeah. Outside. So this class is defined outside of this one. You understand? You know, typically, like I told you, you just you need to have only one class per file. You understand? But the reason I'm writing it together is that I don't want it to confuse you. I want you to see both of them together. So when we are doing our practicals, we'll separate them one class per file. You understand? Okay, so what this class basically does is take a publisher, and then of course, guess what? Just set the publisher's name and retrieve the name that you just set. That's it. You understand? So it's just for demonstration purposes. Alright, so we're gonna now try and use this class. Alright, so like I said the first time, always observe that this class, you can't define a class inside another class. So this class is outside of the other one. Look at where it starts, look at where it ends. So now let's try and use this class. Now what this extends means that it's as if everything inside these books, everything defined inside these books is also owned by these novels. You understand? So imagine that all this code is as if all this code here was copied and paste it here. You understand? That's what this extends means. You understand? So let's prove it by going here and trying to create a biology book. All right, so let's create a biology book. We can call it biology. Okay, instead of, since we are dealing with novels, let's call it novel. I don't want to confuse it with the name. Let's just go ahead with biology. We're creating a biology book equal to, so we're instantiating these novels. All right, we now do novels, and we can now go ahead and try and we're trying to make reference to a function inside books. All right, and that function, let's just say get title. Where is it? So we're trying to make reference to this function inside books. So we can now say biology get title. It's supposed to give us the title of the biology book. So when I do this, it's going to throw an error. Then I'll show you why it threw the error so that you understand very well. So we'll come here and we'll refresh. Keep your eye here. See, there's an error, fatal error on cut argument, too few arguments to function books. You see, even though we didn't mention books here, this class is trying to make reference to this class. It's trying to inherit the properties of books. While inside books, we define that there is a construct. Whenever you're calling books, you must pass in these two variables because of this construct function. And when we're trying to use it in novel, we didn't. So we should treat novel as if it were books and do the same thing. The title of the biology book is Intro to Biology. And then the price is, let's say, $50. You see, we're treating novels is now behaving as if it is books. All right, so now we've set the title and the price. Let's try and get the title. If we now refresh, bang, we have it, Intro to Biology as the title. Same thing with the price. Get price. Bang, we have $50. See, so far we've not even made reference to anything we defined inside novels. We're just accessing everything inside books. So that's what inheritance means. It helps a child class, this is a child class, to inherit all or some of the properties of the parent class. So we're saying some because it's not all functions that can be inherited or all properties. The only ones that can be inherited are the ones that are defined with public or protected. All right, we're getting to that. So let's try and make reference to what is inside this class. One of them is to set publisher. Let's try and set publisher. So we do biology, set publisher, and we're going to pass, according to this function, we'll pass in this variable, and the publisher's name could be Dave partner, and then we'll try and get publisher, the same way we did get price. So we'll do get publisher, all right, so let us go and refresh. You see, it behaves exactly as if it is one class, as if it is the same class. All right, so we're making reference to title, price, and publisher. You see, so that is what inheritance is basically. You want to make reference or take the properties of another class and add to a new class and then start using it as if it's the same class. That's what it means. So you use in PHP, use the keyword extends. I wonder what it's used in TypeScript. Let's see if there's any in TypeScript. I'm just gonna have to search for it. I think in app or so, main.ts, I think so, app.moodle. I'll be surprised. So I'm not able to see a reference to it in TypeScript, but we'll stop here, right? So we'll continue from the next video as it gets more interesting.